You lay eyes on the surface for the first time in your life. Captivated by the endless sands before you, you scoop up a handful. Just then, the passage leading to your village collapses. Your family, friends, and even Ram are all buried in the sand now. You fall to your knees, overcome with grief. The boy stares at you, watching as you sob until you can barely breathe. Once you've calmed, he speaks. "Let's go," he says, then begins walking. The boy stands before some sort of wreckage. It appears to be the remains of some mode of desert transportation that was destroyed by a sandstorm. Whatever was inside of it seems to be missing, too. "Can you walk?" he asks you. For the first time, you realize just how thirsty you are. You shake your head, and the boy tells you of an oasis to the west. "Try not to faint before then," he says curtly. Once you arrive, both you and the boy scoop water out of the oasis to quench your parched throats. You swallow, hoping to ease the dryness in your throat, and cast your hollow eyes at the sky. "I can't see the stars," you murmur. "Of course you can't," he replies. "The sun never sets here. In a world without night, stars are merely a thing of fairy tales." When you ask the boy where he's going, his answer is short. To get revenge. Revenge. A darkness finds its way into your once hollow eyes. "I want revenge on the monsters," you whisper. "They robbed you of everything you loved. There's no way that can go unpunished." "Follow me," he says, then extends a hand to you. You take it. The boy says he's heading to Steelborough in the north to find a means to exact his revenge. You decide to head that way with him. A masterful victory! You find yourself in awe of the large and lively town, a far cry from where you came from. As you stand wide-eyed in wonder, the boy says, "Follow me," and walks off. Steel boats are lined up before you. They remind you of the ones in your book, though those vessels floated upon the ocean. The boy sees your eyes darting about and laughs. "What, are you a country bumpkin or something?" Country bumpkin. You repeat his words curiously. "You can't be serious," he exclaims in bewilderment. You see a woman stuffing her mouth with something delectable and ask her what she's eating. "This is just normal bread," she answers. "Just normal bread?" you repeat curiously. "Hey there, miss. How about a pretty hairpin? I think it'd suit you perfectly," a man calls out to you. "Thank you," you reply as you accept the accessory, then walk off. Wait, you didn't pay," he calls after you. Confused, you decide to return the gift instead. "I've got nothing for you unless you've got money for me. Scram," he says curtly. You cock your head to the side. What's money? You see a woman holding a parasol and can't help but wonder what it's for. The gatekeeper bars your path. Only those with business in the mines are allowed to pass. You finally catch up to the boy. Apparently tired of waiting for you, he grabs your hand and pulls you into the grandiose building. In front of the boy stand several masked elders. "I brought her," he says, briefly introducing you. "Very well, you may go," they tell him curtly. As he passes, he whispers to you that these people are members of the town's governing body, the Senate. "We are the ones who told him to bring you here," one of the senators explains in pompous tones. "It appears, for whatever reason, they have need of you." The senator refers to you as a subterran. According to legend, those who live beneath the surface have the power to subjugate monsters. He says they have need of that power. The senator explains the town's situation to you. The people of Steelborough have been living by the grace of a mighty monster known as the Steel Primal that inhabits the mines. But in recent years, that beast has begun to rampage. The senator explains that due to the primal's influence, other monsters have been growing violent. It may be why your village was attacked, he says with an exaggerated frown. The three senators ask you to use your powers to subdue the Steel Primal. If the Steel Primal truly is why your village was destroyed, you have no reason to refuse. If it means getting revenge, I'll do it, you say. Still, you have no idea how to use your so-called powers to subjugate beasts. Just then, one of the senators speaks. According to legend, you need special tools to activate your powers. Summoned by the senator, the boy presents you with new clothes and a weapon. He also hands you a bundle of papers that look like cards. You take them as told. It looks like you're ready, a senator says, and a monster in a steel cage is brought in. Now, Subterran, show us your powers, they all but command. Though surprised by the sudden turn of events, you take your weapon in hand. Beautiful. You defeat the beast with ease, and then... the cards you were handed earlier begin to glow, and the light envelops the monster. The senators explain that you can now summon the beast and use it in battle. With a trembling hand, you raise the card with the monster sealed inside it. Just like the legend, the senators exclaim with joy. You affix your gaze on the card. If only I had this power before, my village wouldn't have. Having witnessed your power, the senators order you to make for the mines northwest of town. One of them hands you some money for your journey. Seeing you gaze at the money with a curious expression, the boy explains. Above ground, we use this to buy things and pay people to work. Having lived your whole life beneath the surface, you don't quite understand the coin he's given you. But you can tell it's not much. The senators then summon the boy and give you both an edict. Defeat the steel primal in the mines and seize its power. With that, you and the boy make your way toward the monster's den.